Iqaluit Manarayak. Mr. Lightstone.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In light of Pink Shirt Day and the intent of standing up against bullying, I will be directing my questions to the Minister of Education regarding school bus safety. Mr. Speaker, this is an issue that I have raised in the past, but it seems that the concern is ongoing and possibly deteriorating. Mr. Speaker, I was recently informed of an incident where a child on a school bus deliberately reached out and knocked the driver's hearing aid out of their ear. The bus driver was then forced to find a safe area to pull over and find his hearing aid and replace it before they could safely proceed. Mr. Speaker, this kind of behavior not only disrupts the school bus schedule, but is also potentially dangerous, not to mention disrespectful and abusive. I'd like to ask, can the Minister provide an overview on what policies her department has in place to ensure that school buses are safe for students and drivers alike? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Minister of Education, Ms. Gross.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to the member for raising questions on Pink Shirt Day. And we recognize that sometimes on our school buses, that's a place where bullying can happen, unfortunately. However, we do have bus monitors to help foster a calm and safe environment on the buses. So in communities where bus services are contracted by a third party, the District Education Authority may request that a bus monitor be included in the busing contract. When bus services are being contracted, there is a form that the District Education Authorities fill out with assistance from the department. And on this form, the District Education Authorities can select whether or not they want the contract to include a monitor. So this, in turn, is a very great thing for our safety of our buses. And we do have work with the District Education Authority on policy in regards to bullying on buses, and we do continue to work with the Coalition of Nunavut District Education Authorities to ensure that all district education authorities develop and implement a busing policy. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
For supplementary, Mr. Lightstone.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I'd also like to thank the Iqaluit District Education Authority for selecting to utilize bus monitors on our school buses, but unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, incidents still happen. I'd like to ask the Minister if she can clarify whether her department's incident reporting database is also being used to collect reports of incidents on school bus, and if so, if she'd be able to shed light on the situation. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Minister of Education, Ms. Gross.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to the member for the question. Yes, in Iqaluit, we do have 4 bus monitors within the city that work on the buses. And in terms of the violence reporting tool, a bus driver or a bus monitor can report incidents to the staff at the school level to input that information. As far as information, if there is any information on there on that database, I'd have to get back to the member on that. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Second and final supplementary, Mr. Lightstone.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I appreciate the Minister's response. Although we can debate the issue of school bus safety in the House, I'm not sure we can fully appreciate how the school bus environment can impact our children and how they deal with the rest of the school day. Mr. Speaker, I personally found the opportunity to go on a ride-along with our RCMP to be an eye-opening and informative experience. And I would like to ask if the Minister would commit to inviting me to join her on a ride-along on Iqaluit school buses to enable us to get a better appreciation of some of the challenges that some of the challenges in maintaining school bus safety. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Minister of Education, Ms. Cross.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to the member for that suggestion. I can definitely look into that and get back to the member on that question. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Just like that, members, nice and quick.